Hello, full time here. It's Arsenal 1, Tottenham 1. If you can hear any fans in the background, it will be the Spurs fans because this is probably a better result, well, certainly a better result for them than it is for Arsenal, especially with us being the home side. But this is probably a fair result on balance. It was a closely fought, very intense game. Not necessarily the most exciting, not the most in terms of clear-cut chances, and two kind of scrappy goals, I guess, both coming from mistakes. But yeah, very, very competitive, very closely fought. Spurs, I think, started the better team. They were very focused, very physical, had a clear plan. Arsenal were running on adrenaline at that stage, but I thought we showed impressive maturity the way that we rode that storm, came back into the game, and went on to finish the stronger side in the first half. And although we did go in front, I can't help but reflect back on some chances we had to score. You know, Alex Iwobi stumbling as he shot, and then shortly afterwards picking a pass to Theo Walcott when maybe a pass to Alexis or Ozil was more sensible on a counter-attack. When you think about the big victories at the Emirates Stadium here, the Chelsea game earlier this season, the Manchester United game last season, they're built on very efficient attacking. You know, when the opposition makes a mistake, especially an opposition who are as good defensively as Spurs are, you have to capitalise on it. And I'm not sure we did that to the best of our abilities today. Decision making wasn't quite as good. Iwobi is the fall guy. I'm sure he'll take some blame. I actually don't think it's down to inexperience or nerves. I think it's just a lack of conviction in his attacking play at the moment that I think stems from the fact that he's yet to score this season. Because he's got all the attributes to finish. He just needs to take that step on. We've seen that with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in the past. Hopefully he can emulate what he's doing this season. But having not taken those chances you feared for Arsenal, but we got given a goal, really. Kevin Wimmer nodding past his own keeper. I kind of suspect we were offside there and surely interfering with play, but let's not make too much noise about it. Also, we should have had a clear penalty for Jan Vertonghen holding, I think it was Mustafi in the box. Anyway, so we went in 1-0 up half-time. Maybe a little fortunate to do so. And that's why it's particularly frustrating that we allowed Spurs back into the game so quickly. We knew that they would come out at the start of the second half, determined to find a way back into the match, and we gave them one. Silly foul from Laurent Koscielny, who's so nearly a top defender, but just has these moments of rash decision making. Dembele was hurtling towards goal. Coquelin should have done more to close him down early, but still, I think Koscielny will be frustrated with himself for hanging a leg out in the fashion that he did. Kane took the penalty away, and then the game, was very even. Spurs are good defensively. I think they're as good defensively as we are going forward, and we weren't at our best in that respect today. I mean, people will criticise Tottenham for playing 3 centre halves or 5 at the back, but the trade-off there is that they are a man light in midfield, and we didn't dominate midfield in the way that perhaps we might have done. I thought individually Coquelin and Xhaka were good, but we didn't control the game. We never conducted the tempo of the match, really. And a lot of that's down to Spurs, the defensive play and their spoiling. There's a lot of fouls from them that went relatively unpunished today. A lot of needle in their game. I mean, Pochettino is a good coach, but his teams have something of the Mourinho to them. And I mean the good Mourinho, unfortunately, not the current one who's at Manchester United. Chances at both ends, really. I think they were probably the closest to scoring. Christian Eriksen had a free kick bounce off the post. Cech did well to deny Eriksen as well inside the penalty box. Cech slipped. That nearly cost us. A brilliant last-ditch tackle from Nacho Monreal. Whereas it's difficult to think of too many clear-cut opportunities for Arsenal. And there was a late Olivier Giroud header. But even our goal didn't really come from one of our own shots on target. So as frustrating as it is, I think we have to be relatively not content with a point, but understanding of why it's a point. I'm not sure we necessarily deserve more than that, and I think on balance, it's a fair result. So now we go on, we recuperate, still very tight at the top. We hope that we come through the international break unscathed, because there's another huge match on the other side at Manchester United. All right, let's leave that there for now. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.